everyone, so today I'm doing a video about pumps. Yes, a lot of breastfeeding moms have been asking me about the different pumps that I've been using. So first, somebody wants to come and sneak in on the video. Come on in. Can you see? Yeah, say hi baby. Hi baby. Say hi. Ding ding. This is the little one that we've been pumping for, just for him. Okay, so he's worth it, right? The ones that I am going to talk about are the ones that work for me and hopefully might work for you too. First of all, we have got the very strong, very sturdy, very stable Kettleball Spectra S1. It's a 30-minute cycle for this one. I like that you can turn on the light. I actually use this as my night light now. Things that I liked about it were the massage cycle. I like the light feature too, by the way. So I use the massage cycle, which then you will see has the waves on top. I use it at a 70 and at a level 3. But bear in mind, I've also been pumping for 6 months. If you've just started, this is probably way too high for you. And then after 2 or 3 minutes on this mode, I switch off this, and then I go to full-blown 50 cycle and level 8. Now this is really high. If you are just starting to pump, this will hurt you. Let's not kid around. I think breastfeeding hurts most of the time anyway, and especially around the 2nd month. So hang in there, it gets better. It actually does get better. I think your numbs sort of like just lose sensation. Like everything just like, so just dies. A little of you dies inside, people, and outside. But so this one I find clears out all my milk ducts completely. And sometimes when I have been a little bit engorged, I just run it through another cycle and then it just clears everything up. This, for me, at the peak of my pumping abilities, managed to help me yield at least about 200 to 300 every pump. This is definitely a workhorse. One of the bad things, of course, super heavy, not exactly practical to lug around with you all the time, right? So for this Spectra, mine came in the free manual, which is great. All you do is detach this part, add in the handle, and then now I have to say though, out of all the bottles, my favorite bottle was the Hagen bottle. We discovered the Hagen slightly later on because somebody gifted us one bottle that was just a storage bottle. But we found, compared to our previous bottles that we were using, it was the most ergonomic and safe bottle, and there was minimal amount of wastage of my breast milk. I mean, I'm the kind who, like, whenever I finish pumping, I will be like tapping this and tapping that to get every single drop out. With the Hagens in general, once you pump, it's direct into the bottle. Now, one thing good about the Hagen is they actually have adapters for the S1. So for the longest times I was using this. The wide neck adapter, as you can see, the flange is still from Spectra, same thing. So all I do is put on the PCTO lid, click it on, and then I hook it up. It's exactly the same. And it just pumps right into the bottle, and I close it, store it in my fridge. When the baby wants to eat, I just warm it up, good to go. So that was one of the reasons why I liked this. So for the longest of times, this was what I was using. But like I said, portability became a bit of a thing when I started needing to walk up and down the stairs after my C-section, and I wanted to go out of the house as well. So I got this. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about the Freemie. The Freemie is pretty amazing. Comes with these collection cups. So they're not too small, by the way. So if you buy this, okay, this is the collection cup that you will be putting in your bra. Okay, so bear in mind, when I had this in, I have Madonna boobs going on. Okay, it really makes your profile very full. So I'm not sure how that's not noticeable. But I have to say that it does work very well inside your clothes. All you will see is these two tubes running out. And I started using this probably around the 4th month. Initially, I didn't really figure it out. So one thing about the Freemie is it's very small, it's light, really great. And it has settings, the 1, 2, 3, you can actually preset. So after a while of using it, then I realized I needed to first put it in 10-10, which is almost like, I would have thought that 10-10, the suction really high, would be painful. But when you do it both, the suction and speed at 10, to me it was more like a massage mode. After 2 minutes of this, I went to a 10-8. So the slower speed actually sucks for longer. So the yield was pretty great as well. And then I would always end my last 10 minutes or so. This is a 40-minute thing, 40-minute cycle. The last 10 minutes I would do it with a turbo, 10 turbo. Now how you get to the turbo is you go all the way down to 1 and then you press 1 more, there you go, turbo. Now that has a really long suction. I'm going to explain this to you. Now, do you see this? This is where your nipple fits in the Freemie. This is where your tube goes. Okay, it sits all very nicely. When you pour out of this little hole. Okay, it's very safe. You can just sit nicely also in your hand. But when I had this on 10 and turbo, my nipple was drawn all the way inside. Can you see? It would suck and it will go all the way in here. So if you're sensitive about having your boobs changing shape, maybe turbo might not be the one for you. Just saying. I also appreciated the yield on this. I do like the fact that it's very lightweight still, and it's silent. Can you hear that? It's pretty quiet. Basically, when it's under you, underneath everything, it just feels a little bit like you have a mini Darth Vader breathing under your clothes. Yeah, that's kind of how it sounds. Kind of strange, I know, but it's true. So I quite like this, would also recommend it. But last and definitely not least is my newest acquisition. Okay, let's talk about this baby, the Hagen electric pump. Now this is the newest electric pump on the market. So sleek, so pretty, and because it's portable, let me just give it to you in terms of size. There we go. In terms of the Freemie, they're about the same size. Both of them actually claim to be hospital grade suction, and I actually would say that they are pretty accurate. This always starts with the massage mode first. So it will give you a 2-minute massage mode, which you can also just click onto with this. And of course, if you want a higher or lower suction, you adjust with this. It remembers your settings after just one use. Second time, it will automatically go to that setting, the last setting that you used, both for massage as well as the after mode. So really cool. I liked that it was very light. It's actually slightly lighter than the Freemie. Thickness wise, it's slightly thinner. By the way, this is the sound, okay, of it on massage mode. Now this is the sound of the Hagen on the highest setting. It goes up to 12. I've never used this. I've used the Spectra and I use it on a level 8, as you've seen, and I usually use an 8 to a 10 on this, and this would give me the same kind of suction as the S1. So this actually gives you a great option, a great portable option if you are looking to move around. Each Hegan pump, electric pump, comes with an entire set of your diaphragm, your valve, and this cool lid with your flange and everything. And of course your cap, which just goes on like that, and you fasten it this way. There you go, and you can start pumping. Now as you see, the flange is kind of shaped differently. It worked well for me. Occasionally the other flanges, which were round, tended to cut into my boobs a lot, and sometimes they left marks on me. This one actually never did. Another thing that I really like, that I think Hegan thought through, was this. I'm not sure if you notice this, but this is really wide, the hole here, versus say the one that I used, the Spectra one that I used. Can you see that? Versus this. This is really wide, and this is kind of narrower. So I always had a lot of milk getting caught in here. Some of it will end up even in here, seldom will come down. But this, because it was so well designed and this is so open, all the milk literally just flows in. There is little wastage in there. So I really appreciated that. The only difference with the manual pump is this. Instead of the E-diaphragm that you use, and you can use for massaging, you have a manual diaphragm, and you just fasten this on. Let me show you how it works. On this, click it on, there we go. That's how you pump. The most interesting feature of the Hegan is its massage function that you can use to massage yourself. Using the kneading ring, you can actually place this and the E-diaphragm into your cat and onto yourself, whether it's onto your breasts or even your shoulders, for a cupping massage that will ease tension. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed looking through the different favorite pumps of mine. If you have any questions about the different pumps, you know, whether yield or anything else, or if you even want tips on lactation boosters, because I had tons of those. So if you want any tips, or if you're finding breastfeeding really hard, just feel free to drop me a DM and I'll help you as much as I can, because from one mom to another, we need to support each other. So see ya!